Hey there, guys. It's meteorologist Anthony J. Thanks for tuning in. And this is my new YouTube channel. And I'm updating folks on the hurricane season. And we are in the height of it now, but there are no hurricanes. We haven't had any in the whole Atlantic Ocean, Atlantic Basin all month. And that's quite unusual. The first time that's happened in terms of the least amount of activity since 1939. Anyway, this is Tropical Storm Gabrielle over here. And just a couple other areas of showers and thunder showers. There is one more wave coming off the west coast of Africa, but Gabrielle's not looking too healthy. It hasn't for the last day or so, as there's lots of wind shear, and that's where it is. It's essentially about 500 miles to the northeast of the Leeward Islands, or about 1,000 miles from Bermuda. And there's another wave behind that. The Hurricane Center says a 20% chance it might graze Cabo Verde, but otherwise it's going to go out into the open ocean. Here's the latest path and stats on Gabrielle. There were no changes. The winds are just 50 miles per hour, moving west to northwest at 13. That's a little slower. There's not going to be a whole lot of change with this over the next couple days. It's still forecast to be a tropical storm, and then maybe by Sunday, it could become a hurricane. And I'll go into a little depth about that. Here's the storm again. It's fighting a lot of wind shear. It'll probably survive the wind shear, and that's why the models are showing it becoming a hurricane eventually, because the shear is forecast to weaken. Now, here's a look at a future cast from the Euro model. Here's the storm. Here's Bermuda, right up in this area here. And it's important. There's Bermuda. It's always hard to find on the map. But here's the storm. It's at least a couple hundred miles away on Sunday. Even at its closest approach, that is Monday morning at 8 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time. And that's Bermuda. That's the storm. It is at least 150 miles east of Bermuda. So if that happens, you're not going to have any major effects on the island. And we hope that's the case. This is a simulated satellite of the storm at the same time. And you can see, well, if this verifies, it's going to be a partly to mostly sunny day. It's going to be a nice day with a little bit of wind for you there in Bermuda. So if you're there, honestly, keep abreast of the forecast, but it's not too likely to change. And here's the forecast path of the wind associated with Gabrielle. And you'll notice here's Bermuda. When you get into the green colors, that's tropical storm force wind gusts. We're only seeing about maybe 30 knot wind gusts over Bermuda as the storm at its closest moves by. So that just means essentially a windy day, and there could be some squally showers associated with it. Here's another model showing at the same distance from Bermuda, a little stronger. Another hurricane model, very similar, about the same distance east. So what they're indicating is if you're in Bermuda, you'll likely have some gusty showers at some point Sunday evening, Sunday night, and into early Monday. It'll be gusty outside, but the winds don't look even strong enough to cause any significant damage. And here's the Google Deep Mind. I want to show you this great new model, and it is showing as the storm progresses, same thing. It gets it up to category 2, and it goes east of Bermuda. So it is out of here. And beyond that, it's just going to keep going. Adios. There she goes. These other little plots show where potential tropical cyclones could be or form. There's some more out here, uh, probably associated with that wave. Otherwise, no other major threats to worry about. But the hurricane season is not over. And I think October is going to be fairly active. I'll have a video explaining that coming up a little bit later. But definitely check out my news, weather, and entertainment channel right here. And you can find that. Just smash a subscribe, like. It's free just to follow me on here. And also on Facebook, that's my weather page, Anthony J's USA Weather. I'll be posting all kinds of weather links and also, climate links, space weather, all kinds of cool stuff as well. So thank you for listening, and everybody have a wonderful weekend and stay safe.